Hello everybody, I'm SnipingIsFun, and in today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys another top 10 list, but unlike my previous top 10 lists I've been doing, where I normally do a slideshow, this one I actually wanted to film myself, talk about the choices I picked and why I chose them, and so on and so forth. And I might start doing this for more top 10 lists, but I am still going to be doing those slideshows as well, so I'll try to do both. But this one in particular I wanted to do like this. And the top 10 list I'm going to be bringing you guys today is the top 10 Nintendo Wii games that I want to play in 2012. At number 10 is Dragon Quest X, if in fact it does come out. But the reason why this game is so low on my list is because the chances of me actually wanting to play the game now are very slim to none, since it's officially pretty much been considered an online game and there's like hardly any single player experience to it, hardly any single player to it much, which then leads me to believe the game's probably going to have us pay to play online, and that's not something I really want to do. I mean, let alone the fact that I'm not that big of a Dragon Quest fan anyways. I like RPGs, but Dragon Quest in general is not one of my... I've only played a few games. I've never really I'm still trying to get into the series, and forcing me to pay a price to play it every month is not something I really want to look forward to. That is, unless they pull like a Monster Hunter Tri here in America and make the game free, then I'd give it a second thought. But the reason why it's so low is because, as far as I heard, there's hardly any single player to it, and it very well might have pay to play online. Those are two things I really don't want to look forward to. But that's why it's number 10. Number 9 is Mario Party 9. I am a pretty decent fan of the Mario Party series. I played all of them up until this point. It's not like my favorite Mario franchise. That's normally the platformers and Mario Kart and all that. But Mario Party is pretty cool when you play it with other, people and all that. The thing is, I think the series, the last couple games have been, the first 3 were good, 4, 5, and I think 6 were good. It was starting with 7 and 8 when it started getting a little, redundant kind of a thing. Although for a lot of people, it probably got a lot sooner. Although I did play 7 and 8 and I did enjoy them. I did play a DS game. The DS game I would say is my least favorite Mario Party game. And I never played the Game Boy Advance one. I think there was a Game Boy Advance one, but I never played that one. But I am looking forward to it. It's just I'm not looking forward to it as much as, say, the rest of this list. So that's why it's number 9. It's pretty low on the list. Number 8 is Epic Mickey 2. I have the first Epic Mickey. I only played it a little bit so far. I would have played more of it, but I decided to change the game once, a couple weeks ago, like a month ago or so, when I was playing Epic Mickey 2, when it froze on me upstairs in my red Wii. Which is the only time a game's ever froze up here anyways. I don't know why, but it hasn't happened ever since, and it didn't happen before then. But from what I have played so far of Epic Mickey, the first one, I actually like the concept of it, and I am a fan of Disney in general, so I did have fun with it, and I will go back to that game in one day. So I am actually looking forward to an Epic Mickey 2. The thing is, I would more likely probably get that game for the 3DS probably instead of the Wii. The thing is, it's a maybe for both, but I'm leaning more towards 3DS, but I might pick up the Wii version. I don't know. Number 7, I want to play Dragon Quest Collections. I'd like to see that game actually localized here to America. If Nintendo's working so hard with Square to get Dragon Quest X, they might as well get Dragon Quest, Collections with it as well. Like the first 3 Dragon Quest games on the NES, as well as the Super Nintendo versions of them as well. I have never played the Dragon Quest 1, 2, or 3. I have 4 and 6 on the DS. I have 8 on the PS2, and I have 9 on the DS. I'd like to actually get the chance to play more of the older ones. So I hope one day they actually do localize those games here. That game here to America, so I can at least get a chance to play it. Being an RPG fan and all, I want to give this game a try. Number 6 is Sengoku Basara Utage. The new Sengoku Basara that came out, I think, last year. I think it came out this year, actually, in Japan. Or was it last year? One of the two. I'm a fan of, like, the Sengoku Basara games. I've only played 2 of those so far. I played Devil Kings on the PS2 when they actually changed the name of it, and the Sengoku Basara game that came out, Samurai Heroes, that came out on the Wii. And I do like the Samurai Warriors and Dynasty Warriors games. I like the whole, like, a beat 'em up thing that I just like, and I think it's quite fun. And I do hope they bring out the updated version to America. That's another game I hope that gets localized here. That's the game I'd like to play next year. Number 5 is Rodea the Sky Soldier. Now, out of this entire list, it's the one I really know the least amount about. All I've seen is, like, a trailer or so forth. It's like the whole flying thing, which kind of looks like Sin and Punishment or like a Knights or some kind of flying type game. The art style looks pretty cool. The whole concept of flying around, taking on like flying around the places and taking on giant monsters looks quite interesting. It's another game I actually hope gets here, and supposedly Xseed's working on getting that over here. So they're making it as both the 3DS and the Wii. I don't know which version I'd get, but I probably might get the Wii one. I don't know. I'll probably get the Wii one, but the 3DS one's debatable. If that game does come here over next year, I think about getting it. And it seems like it's one of the unlocalized games that seems to have one of the best chances, because Xseed's actually working on getting that in Earthseeker. And I just think it looks interesting, and it's a game I would give a chance to. Number 4 is in fact Earthseeker, another unlocalized RPG game. I've seen trailers for it. It looks interesting. Xseed's working on it, so the chances of it coming here are, pretty big, actually, decently big. I want to give it a try. I'm an RPG fan. I want to play that game and see what it's like. It looks interesting to me. Number 3, and by now you should know what my top 3 games actually are. Number 3 is Pandora's Tower. It's like an action RPG type game that looks like, it's kind of like Devil May Cry and God of War, but in a more anime-ish type setting. And I like, the characters look cool, the enemies look cool, the gameplay itself just looks pretty cool, and it's one of those, like, it just looks quite interesting, and I like the weapons that, Ende uses, like the whole chain and the pike / spike spear type thing, and all that stuff. It looks pretty sweet, and it's a game I want to give a try, and I hope it gets localized here next year, especially since it's coming like everywhere else. Number 2 is The Last Story. Same thing with the last one. I hope it gets localized here next year. It's an RPG game. The art style graphics look beautiful. The gameplay looks cool. It has online multiplayer. The story looks interesting. The characters look interesting. It's made by Hironobu Sakaguchi, the creator of Final Fantasy. I like the Final Fantasy series. Well, he made the first 9 Final Fantasies. He was helping with that. And I just hope that that game comes here as well. That game actually looks quite interesting. And my number 1 Wii game I want to play in 2012 is Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenoblade Monado Beginning of the World, whatever you want to call it. I want to play it. It's come out everywhere else in the world. I hope it gets localized here to America. I've never really played much of the Xeno series games in the past, but I have heard of them, I have seen them, and this game looks interesting. A lot of the characters look cool. The gameplay looks cool. The worlds are big, wide open, and it just looks interesting to me. And that's my top 10 list. In case you guys forgot what games I've been picking, I'm going to say it once again. Number 10 is Dragon Quest X. Number 9 is Mario Party 9. Number 8 is Epic Mickey 2. Number 7 is Dragon Quest Collections. Number 6 is Sengoku Basara Utage. Number 4 is Rodea the Sky Soldier. Number 4 is Earthseeker. Number 3 is Pandora's Tower. Number 2 is The Last Story. Number 1 is Xenoblade. I hope you guys like this list. And this is my request to anyone who watches this video. Please, I want to see responses to this. I want to see other people. Game reviews, ECC Wii, Dark Cloud, Black Baron, Wii Lover, I don't care. Everybody else. End Up Nation, Pro Life Gamer, the other gamer on YouTube that plays Wii games. What 10 Wii games do you want to play in 2012? And if you can't make a top 10 list, at least get 5, please. I don't want to see like 1 or 2 or 3 games. I want to see at least 5. It's not like that's just what I want to see, please. That's all I'm asking for, please. At least 5. We have a lot of games that are kind of known now, at least in other countries. And if you actually are from those, if you're from Australia, Europe, and all that, anyway, no matter where you're from, pick games, because obviously a lot of people from Europe and Australia are automatically going to be picking Pandora's Tower and picking, like, Last Story. You guys are getting those games, so maybe those are on your list. That's why they're on my list, because I hope to play them next year. That's what my request is. I'd like to see some video responses, please. Anybody that feels up to the challenge of at least trying to come up with a top 5, even at the top 5 to a top 10 list of Wii games you want to play in 2012 on the Wii's last year, that you want to play for a big bang send-off to the Wii, please do so. And that's it. Hope you guys like this video. See you guys later, and Operation Rainfall for the win. Subscribe if you want to, and see you guys later.